So obviously I'm so happy that This Is Us is back. It's just a really good show, as you know. Plus it's a great departure for me from all of the horror and murder and killings, etc. that I usually watch and that dominates my channel. I want to start with the ending of this episode because I actually had to go back and watch it twice because it really switched gears quickly. So we went from this fight between Rebecca and Jack, which I thought was just a very good moment, and it's just a moment that makes the show so special, where you thought she was just going to let him go, you know, because he admitted he was an alcoholic and was having problems with drinking, and, you know, he closed the door. He's like, I've got to figure this out on my own, but then she told him, like, your problem is my problem, and we're going to work on this together. It was just a very touching, wonderful moment, and the show is filled with moments like that. So like 1 minute he's in the passenger seat with her and the next he's not, and you can tell, you know, they did it really fast, so you can tell that a little bit of time has passed, because I don't think it's a ton of time. And then you see the kids as teenagers crying. You see they have a dog that we didn't know they had, and we see Kevin making out with someone and his leg is broken, and I don't believe we saw the scene where his leg was broken or like how that happened. And the next thing you know, you see Rebecca driving by a burnt down house, which I wasn't sure, and you can help me fill in the blanks here. Was that their house or was it someone else's house? Because it kind of looked like they were at Miguel's house, but from the charred remains, I couldn't tell if that was like their house or what the deal was with that. And I didn't know if they were at Miguel's or if Miguel came over. So that's a very tragic way to die. We finally got the answer of how he died, but of course we don't know the specifics, and I almost feel like they're working this like a How to Get Away with Murder series where we get little pieces and then we have the whole entire season to get the full puzzle, you know, to put all those pieces together, except in a different from How to Get Away with Murder, we know like where this took place now. So we have a big thing answered right off the bat, which I appreciated them doing that in this very first episode, because they definitely left us hanging all of season 1 trying to figure out like when is going to be this episode when they show him dying. And so I don't know when that's going to happen this season, or if it will be just one episode. It might be intertwined into like every single episode. But again, I mean, obviously there's no good way to die, but that is such a tragic and sad, sad way. And we don't really know the circumstances at all. But the rest of the episode I loved. Thankfully nothing too sad happened the rest of the episode. I think it's very cool that Randall and his wife are probably going to adopt an older child, who I think, you know, his wife was definitely right when she said those are the forgotten people, because everyone wants like a newborn or a very young baby, but no one, you know, typically wants to adopt an older child. So I was just think that's just amazing of her to be willing and wanting to do that. I loved how Kate handled the rejection of not being, you know, picked as a singer for, I guess, this club, because basically she just wasn't ready for it yet, but she took that on as a challenge and she's going to try harder and get to the point where she is getting hired. So I just thought that was really good. I love the fact that Kevin and his girlfriend are still doing well despite him living in LA and doing his thing there, and you can tell he's happy with that. But I still predict with the long distance thing they're gonna have some issues, but I don't want them to, because I actually really, really, really like them together, and I think that she's really good for him and they're just really good together. I just thought, of course, how could you not like this episode or any episode of This Is Us? Like, I really have never watched one where I was like, you know, I didn't really like that. I think it's hard to dislike any of the episodes. The only hard ones are the ones that are super sad, which I'm sure we have a lot of those in store this season. But I would like to hear your thoughts about how they ended this episode and what, you know, I guess all we could do is speculate about what led up to this fire and why he died in it, etc. But what do you think about how they handled that and kind of letting us know the how, like right off the bat in this season? And what are your thoughts about the episode as a whole? Are you excited that this show is back? Just let me know. I would love to hear from you. And if you are new here and you just found me because of the title of this video, I will be covering all of season 2 of This Is Us. I also covered the entire first season. It's on my channel if you want to check it out, and I'm pretty sure I have a playlist so you can watch them all if you want to. But thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Kelly TV. I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of the Kelly TV family. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter so you can keep up with all I'm doing.